Hello everyone, your intellectual movie guru here, and welcome to another installment of Realm of Flix, the segment where I go deep diving into public domain and look for stuff that either I've only seen once in my life or something I haven't seen ever in my life. And today is a very exciting day for me. I found out that Nosferatu, which came out in 1922, my favorite silent movie, is literally public domain. I'm very, very excited to be watching this today. I used to watch this on numerous occasions when I was a kid. It got me into literally Bela Lugosi Dracula, Frankenstein, Wolfman, The Mummy, all of that. This was literally, I guess you could say, considered my first horror movie I ever watched. And not only is this the most important movie in terms of my life, this is also the most important movie in terms of history itself. Because literally, this movie never came out in America. This only came out in Germany. And technically, it's considered a Dracula movie. But to avoid particular copyrights, certain names were changed and certain beings of dead motives were considered as changed in this. You'll kind of notice if you know the difference between Nosferatu and Dracula. You'll get it in time. But I am very, very excited to be watching this today. I talked about it a lot when it came to my Realm of Flix episode with 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. You will definitely notice that a lot of work was put into this silent movie. And you'll also understand why this is technically Dracula, but due to copyright, like I said, certain things were changed so they could get away with it. So, without further ado, get your favorite snacking item, get your favorite drinking beverage, and we are going to dive in to Nosferatu, made in 1922. I'm actually very, very excited about this. So, let's get this started. Nosferatu, a symphony of horror. Whew, oh my god, I am so happy that this is, after the novel Dracula by Bram Stoker. I'm so excited that this is public domain. So I'm probably not going to say much when this starts, because I really love watching this movie. So, here we go. Get yourselves ready. This is going to be one hell of a ride. Oh, I love the music. Oh my god, it brings back memories. Knock, a real estate agent. Here we go. Kitty. Happy birthday. Perhaps a bit of blood. Oh, what a choice of words. Hey, there's nothing wrong with a deserted house. There's nothing wrong with that. That's a really nice picture. I like that. Opposite of yours, just off from that one. love these transitions, though. The ones where it transitions to what it looks like a letter that you're reading. I like that. I love the clothing choices. So nice. Do not worry. Sorry, I'm a little sniffly. Sometimes I get emotional when I watch stuff I haven't seen in a long time. This is one of my favorite horror movies. Because this is literally the first horror movie I ever watched. And the rest is history. Just to think, about 10 years from the release of this movie would be the second horror movie I've ever seen, which was Dracula, literally the legit Dracula starring Bela Lugosi. Jesus crazy. I will say they did a good job piecing the scenes back together, because a lot of the original copies of Nosferatu were lost. A lot of them. So for this one to be intact the way it is, it's very surprising. Even though the scene colorings are off, I can give it a pass because of the history toward this movie. The werewolf is roaming the forests. Oh man. See, one thing you'll notice, there's not many jump cuts than there was in 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea when we saw that one last. The only jump cuts that you'll see is just copies and just cut and pastes of trying to put the scenes back together. Plus, there's no speed ups either of like motions and everything. In my opinion, when it comes to like speed up of scenes where it looks like the character is in like turbo mode in terms of speed, the only times that I like speed ups in movies like this is if it's comedy. you'll notice that there was a lot of speed ups in 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. You won't really see a lot of possible speed ups in this movie. Actually, I don't think there is any, or at least there's just a few. That I don't remember. Wakey, wakey. Oh, that's nice. The illusion of the sky going and starting to go dark. I like that. It's creepy on the other side. Yeah, you're on your own, homie. Gotta get yourself there. Excuse me. See, that speed up was understandable because that was like a cart. It wasn't like a group of people, and it didn't last for like more than 1 to 2 minutes. See, that speed up was understandable because that was a cart. See, that's not bad. Ah, there he is. Count Orloff. Well, Orlok, but when I was a kid, I used to call him Orloff. The lighting on that one messed up right there. But like I said, if you knew the past with this movie, the fact that some of these scenes are still intact is remarkable. Absolutely incredible. Go on in, dude. Now this is nice. See, ever since the Count appears in the movie, every time when he appears now, there's like a little bit of suspense in each part. Like, where is he going to appear next? What is he going to do next? Will he be looking into the camera? Will he be looking away from the camera? I like that. Oh, the inside of the castle. Oh, this is so nice. Don't worry, in time you'll see why he's dressed the way he is, especially with the hat and all that. Just trust me. You'll understand in time. Midnight. Oh no. Uh-oh. 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 Ooh. Run! Run away! Run! Run! What are you doing? You need to run away! I would have ran the hell away if he was approaching me like that, man. That was a close save, but the damage has already been done. love how he like slept in that chair the whole time. Not sure why, but now watching Nosferatu, aside from really wanting to watch Bela Lugosi Dracula, this is very random, but it makes me want to watch The Phantom of the Opera, the 1925 version, which is also a silent movie. It makes me want to watch that now. To see if Bela Lugosi Dracula is considered public domain. I don't know. I need to check it out. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. Got the burps today. I don't even know why. Mosquitoes are a real pest. Yeah, mosquitoes are quite the pest. I like how also, ever since he woke up, he's like paying more close attention to his neck. It's a little piece of body language that's where like the silent movie, the person that made the movie is like, we want you to pay attention to this part of him, you know. Oh, that's a nice shot. I like that. See, these are the kind of transition / cue cards that I'm used to. Is that it's more creative, and it kind of blends in with what's going on with the movie. It's almost as if you're reading letters. I like that. Excuse me. Your wife has a beautiful neck. And see, what else I love about this is the music that's playing during it. It totally fits with what's going on. It totally does. midnight. What's gonna happen now? And there's where you get a real good look at what he really looks like right there. Here he comes. What you gonna do? Oh, this thing. I love this scene. I remember this. Yeah, here we go. I also think it's interesting that the way she's walking on her tippy toes. It's almost as if she's wearing high heel shoes, but she's not. That would be so uncomfortable. Jeez. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That iconic screenshot right there where he turns his head. Jeez. That's like the iconic screenshot of Nosferatu. I just love the suspense, man. Oh my god. I love the suspense. Blood congestions. Yeah, right. Sure. He looks like he needs a swift drink. Like a brandy. coffin. Wonder what's inside. You should totally open the coffin. I mean, that would freak me out too, man. That would totally freak me the hell out as well. Hard at work. Also, I love in the editing that it gives the illusion that, yeah, he's not human. That's so cool. I like that. I like that little editing there. See, in that type of editing, you can understand why it's sped up and made all weird. Because it wants to give off the impression that, oh yeah, maybe he's not human. Maybe he's not exactly like everyone else, you know? That's what that editing is trying to give you right there. Is that, yeah, that guy's not normal. Careful there. Ooh, that had to hurt. Damn. Oh, don't worry though. It's gonna get much better when he gets to Ellen. Ooh. Some of my favorite scenes in this movie comes from when he reaches Ellen. It's a lot of rats. flytrap. I mean, Venus flytrap isn't exactly like a vampire. But the vampire just sucks the blood out of the body, while Venus flytrap literally eats the whole host. So, no, not exactly. There is a difference. Blood is life. Blood is life. Tackling him to the ground. Jeez. Spiders. Yeah. Spiders are mostly like, they are basically vampiric. I can see that. Yeah. But only toward like bugs. They get stuck in their web, yeah. Excuse me. That's a nice shot right there. Interesting hairstyle. She misses her man. He's finally awoke. that was one hell of a drop that he had, too. Oh, my Lord. I have to go home as fast as I can. He's got to save his woman. That was slick. Yeah, that's right, the plague. All these different hairstyles and beard styles, man. Oh, man. Oh, my, oh, my. So awkward. Excuse me. Uh-oh, someone's awake. Yeah, this is where in the movie it starts to make you wonder, was it really the so-called epidemic that killed this crew? Or was it Nosferatu being hungry for blood that did it? This is where you kind of figure it out and come up with your own conclusion. There's a lot of rats. Also, when I was a kid, I kept thinking that maybe the reason why the rats are there is like a little snack from Nosferatu. Ooh, what you gonna do, dude? Man overboard. The death ship had a new captain. Yep. The lengths you go for a nice bloody meal. That's crazy. Oh, there's Ellen. She's doing that walk again, where she's technically on her tippy toes more. I would think that's very uncomfortable, but I don't know. Like I said, it's as if she's wearing high heel shoes, but she's not wearing any shoes. She's literally like walking from like what, heel to tippy toe? I would think that'd be uncomfortable. I love the attention to detail on her face. She has this zombified, like, blink glare. Like, the mind control thing is working. It's so nice. There's that crazy dude trying to get out. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that, guys. Master's close. Master's close. Yes, he is. He is famished. He wants some nice, tasty blood in his system. When I was a kid, though, there was something else I would do. I would make fun of some of the scenes here where I'd be like, the things you do for a 4-star meal. You know what I mean? This is a guy that lived on a long ways away. Got himself a much closer place to stay, all because of how a woman's neck looked. Like, jeez. Another piece of editing that I like here. To show you that he's not human, he's holding a whole coffin by himself, when coffins technically are more of a 2 to 4 person holding thing. That's just hilarious. That's a lot of rats. That's a whole lot of rats. So I was trying to stretch while I'm watching. Like how he's still carrying that freaking thing. And you would think that it's daytime when it's not. It's just literally going on like during the evening time to nighttime. It only looks like daytime because of the lighting, but really it's not. Because Nosferatu was one of the first vampire movies that, was like, sunlight hurts vampires. So take a little bit of a grain of salt when you think this is going on during the day. The only reason why they shot this technically during the day is because black and white movies. That's literally the reason why. Sometimes, literally back in that day, you had to rely on natural lighting. So like I said, when it comes to movies that are black and white and silent, you have to take it with a grain of salt in terms of its lighting. Especially its lighting. Sometimes in order to get better lighting for certain scenes in like silent movies and black and white movies with audio, sometimes there was certain props that were put in certain scenes. Like, for example, I think in Bela Lugosi Dracula there is like a lantern that's in one scene because they wanted to get a particular type of lighting on Bela Lugosi's face. See, it's stuff like that that makes you really love movies from back in that time frame. That's why I'm praying that the Bela Lugosi Dracula is public domain, because if it is, I'll let you guys watch it with me. But that's a great movie. That's an amazing movie. And to think that technically, in terms of the timeline, Bela Lugosi's Dracula came out, I believe it was like either 1930 or 1931. and Nosferatu came out in 1922. So 10 years of a difference between the two movies. But there's actually audio in Bela Lugosi's Dracula. It's not a silent movie. Plus, a lot of different places in the world have different resources as well. So, like, for example, Nosferatu is a German movie. Never came out in America. Yet the editing, in my opinion, is superb. I love it. But you also got to realize like I said, the history with Nosferatu. A lot of the original copies of the movie were lost, and some versions of the movie survived, from what I remember. Hence why some of the coloring's off. But I like it. But I'll talk more deeper into it at the end of the movie. I'm trying not to talk that much during it, but I'm also trying not to pause anything either. Oh, yeah, that's right, the ship block. Kind of scares me though that there's like a black plague going on right now in this movie, and everybody's being told to stay in their homes when we're still going through the so-called virus that we're in right now. I'd rather not bring up the name because I don't think YouTube likes it when people bring up the name of it, but I think It's a bit of an interesting coincidence. But back then there wasn't exactly like shots and boosters that you could take. I think still around this time period people believed in leeches, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was still leeches. I'd have to look it up later. But yeah, there was street doctors, also known as plague doctors, that would be out in the streets. And they would suggest leeches. Either eating them or putting them on your skin. You know, technically, if you think about it, leeches are also like vampires because they drink blood. Technically. It's a stretch, but technically. I feel so bad for her, man. She has like all this stuff going on in her head and she doesn't understand why it's happening to her. You can't help but feel bad for her. That's a good shot. That's an interesting choice of words. I'm not even going to say it. But I think people saw what I'm talking about. See, they think the crazy guy is the vampire, but it's not. That's the funny thing about this movie. They think he's the vampire. Trying to find him. It's a scarecrow. Oh, poor scarecrow. He wasn't harming anybody. He was just trying to scare the crows. And there's the count. Uh-oh. Wake up, my dude. I love that shot right there. Uh-oh. See, hold on. Let me see if I can pause it here. Just look at the lighting here, man. That's just so nice. Like, you can just tell that there was a lot of thought and planning just for this particular shot and other ones that had the count in it. It's so amazing. It's so absolutely amazing, dude. I just wanted to pause it there for a second so you can see it. It's just so nice. Like, you can just tell he's controlling her. Powers to open the door. There we go. Now he's awake. Yeah, he needs to be awake for this. See, even the music in this scene is on point. God, this music's amazing. There we go, the silhouette. Oh, yeah. This is the scene I love. Right here, that silhouette is one of the most known silhouettes in this movie. It's completely iconic. When people see that shadow right there, well, really deep movie lovers, when you see that shadow right there, that means it's Nosferatu. My God, I love this music. The music's like saying to me, "Come to me, my darling. Become part of me." There's his hand. He's taking a hold of her. You better hurry. Oh, yeah. Oh, hell yeah. The Master! The Master! And see the scene where it shows that it's starting to become morning. I love that. And it's showing that the sunlight's hurting him. Oh no, the Count. And he's gone. Turned into ash. The Master is dead. There she goes. The Master got what he wanted. He got his delicacy. Or I'll pause it right there, because that's technically the end right there. Now, I want to talk about this. And also, big shout out to Timeless Classic Movies. It was the only channel on YouTube / the internet where it actually had a full, actual, good version of Nosferatu. Amazing YouTube channel. So, anyways, let's talk about Nosferatu here for a minute. So, first off, I got so immersed into that movie. I know I did a lot of talking, but I also didn't do a lot of talking. Because I was immersed into the movie. Just from the lighting to the certain cuts that they did. And plus, like I said, if you look up the history for Nosferatu, you'll understand why it's so hard to find a full version of the movie. Because, like I said, a lot of the original copies of Nosferatu got lost. And there was only a certain amount of certain copies left. I still, to this day, have the VHS version of Nosferatu. I watch it a lot on my VHS player that I own. It is an amazing movie. And just to think that about 10 years after, or about close to 10 years after this movie, is when Bela Lugosi's Dracula comes into play. Of course, it's its own little continuity or whatever, but they're technically both Dracula movies. All that Nosferatu is just a changing of certain names, certain locations, and everything like that. That's all it is. And plus, also, Nosferatu was the first of technically vampire movie to give off the impression that sunlight would kill a vampire. Not just like garlic or a stake to the heart or something like that. It was sunlight. And I love that. The music was on point. The lighting was on point when you really needed to know what was going on in that particular scene. The actors, they knew exactly what they were told to do in terms of like certain things that you needed to pay attention to. So, like, for example, when your boy kept checking his neck and everything like that, that was automatically not just the character showing, oh my god, I should check my neck, see if anything's wrong with me, if I losing any blood. But it's also basically getting it portrayed to the person watching the movie. That, he better be careful, or he could lose blood and die or whatever. Still to this day, Nosferatu is a very iconic movie, and it's also one of the most important movies ever created, especially in the horror genre. If Nosferatu was never created, I don't know what would have happened with the whole vampire / Dracula topic in general. In my opinion, I think that the two most important Dracula movies is Nosferatu and Dracula with Bela Lugosi. Those two, in my opinion, are the most important vampire movies, because it paved the way into so many rewrites, remasters, and remixes of the idea of Dracula ever created. There's so many vampire movies. There's so many Dracula movies. But Nosferatu and Dracula 1931, also known as the one with Bela Lugosi, are the two important ones. It's like how Boris Karloff playing as Frankenstein's monster is important, because he kind of gave off the look of what the monster would look like in other interpretations. So yeah, there's that. Do I think that Nosferatu is better than 1931's Dracula? No. Do I think that 1931's Dracula is better than Nosferatu? Yes. One, because there's sound in it. Also, it's edited a little bit better. And of course, I absolutely love Bela Lugosi. But in terms of Nosferatu versus Dracula, these are two movies that, side by side, they're two of the greatest horror movies I've ever watched in my life. I will be rating these very, very high. Simply because, for one, my rating system is different depending on the age of the movie. But in terms of Nosferatu, I'll talk about Nosferatu first. I'll talk about Dracula if I find out that it's public domain and I can actually watch it and I can talk about it more. Nosferatu may have not aged as well as 1931's Dracula, but still, people need to understand how important this movie is. And also, I had a blast watching it. I had a blast listening to the music, to the body language of the characters, to even the cue cards. Dude, the transitions to the cue cards was as if you were reading either from a book or reading a letter. And I love that because it stayed on the same type of age topic, if that makes any sense, of the whole thing. I absolutely loved it. So, without talking too much more about 1931's Dracula, I want to stick to Nosferatu. It's still an iconic movie. It's still a movie that I watch almost ritually on many occasions. Same with Dracula 1931. But in terms of Nosferatu, what would I rate Nosferatu? That's a bit hard. It's definitely a high rating. Because even Nosferatu is better than a lot of horror movies that you would watch in like this day and age. Same with 1931 Dracula. I'm trying not to talk about it that much, but both of those movies are so iconic. It's hard for me not to. So rating this on its age, to its backstory as to why it's a very rare movie to watch in terms of quality, to like the acting and all of that, I'd have to say Nosferatu. I'll give it an 8 out of 10. I'll give it an 8 out of 10. Because, like I said, if I'm able to watch Dracula 1931, it will get a higher rating than Nosferatu. But that doesn't mean that Nosferatu doesn't deserve its own high rating. So, would I recommend this to everybody, to people? Yes, most definitely. You need to see how the start of horror technically began. Of course, there was horror movies that came out around this time too, and later on down the road. But this one in particular was what started a lot of stuff. It is one of the most important movies in existence. Literally, it is. Because keep in mind, this never came out in America. This only came out in Germany. But even still, there is people in America that this is still a cult classic too. People will watch this movie. People know how important this movie is. They do. And to newcomers of this day and age, I hope and pray that after watching it with me, you'll go and watch it as well for yourself. Because this is a movie that should never, ever be forgotten. It shouldn't be. Same with Dracula 1931. But yeah, I'm going to try and see if Dracula 1931 is public domain. If it is, that will be the next movie that I critique / react to for Realm of Flix. It has to be. Because it's absolutely amazing. But I got very emotional watching Nosferatu. Because like I said, this was also the first horror movie I ever watched. And it paved the way to me watching even more movies down the road. But I hope you guys enjoyed watching this with me. In the comments down below, let me know what you thought of the movie. Was there anything in particular that caught your eye? Do you think that the editing was on point, the lighting was on point? I think it was, but everybody's opinion is different than mine. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. I'm your intellectual movie guru, and until the next movie review or episode of The Realm of Flix, see you later, everyone.